right here. Look, got myself a 10-pound ham. It's already spiral cut, right? And then I'm gonna be doing it. Hey, listen, you heard right and you see right. Yes, I am gonna be doing it in a crock pot. Hey, super simple. Okay, let's go over these names of these ingredients along with the measurements, right? So we got 2 tablespoons of butter. Obviously, you can see it's melted. Look, 3 tablespoons of honey, 1½ cups of granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1/4 teaspoon paprika, and just a pinch of allspice. All right, so got the ham out, right? I don't want to touch it yet. I got my hand, my gloves on, right? So let's go ahead and just start right here. First thing you want to do is you want to start with your melted butter. Then after that, you want to add your honey to it also. Now you want to get it to mix as best as you can. Let me just do this. Let's get the right tool. We want to get all of the honey in here, right? So, and the reason I didn't just add the butter to this jar right here is because we got to like mix it a little bit, the best we can. So the bigger bowl, just try to cut down on like the splashing and all of that. So you can see right there, look at that. All right. So I'm good there. Now that I'm doing this, I probably should have got some of that clarified butter, We'll just set this here. Now, let me just get this so you guys can see. This is a spiral cut ham, right? So look, we can just peel this open, just like you see here. And the reason I'm doing this is we want to get some of that flavor that we just mixed, that honey and that butter. We want to get it in between here. So we'll just open it up, just like this. You see that right there? It almost look like a deck of cards, huh? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead. I'll use this. Let's just go ahead and just start adding some of this just to it. Just like you see, I'm gonna go ahead and massage it and work it in, and all of the, the individual slices and all of that. But the reason I'm not gonna just pour it, because if I have anything left, I'm gonna pour it on top after we put it in the crock pot. Now this is all the prep that we need right here, so let me just add a little bit more to it. I always talk about your mouths watering and all of that. It gotta be watering after seeing this. Everybody can just imagine with your brain what melted butter and honey, tastes like. So I'm gonna just take it like this, wrap my hand around it, and then get in between these slices. All right, so you guys just see me put everything in there. I kind of like cleaned off my gloves or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and take this top off. Now, you probably was imagining like, how is this gonna fit in there? I don't want this to like flop down or anything like that because it's already spiral cut, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in face down. So just grab it. And just like that. Right? Let me clean up my hands again. Oh, there we go. And now we're gonna set a timer. All right, so I've already turned on the power. I'm gonna tell you how this works right here. Listen, if you wanna do it on low, you would hit low. We change this time up to 4 hours, like 4.5, 4 hours. I say 4. You know what I mean? You can even go 5 hours if you're gonna do it on low and then hit start, but we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna put it on high, and we all know when you're using a crock pot, you cut your time in half, right? So if we're gonna put it on high, now I'm gonna set my time to 2 hours. 2 hours is fine, because I was only gonna go 4 hours. And then we'll move over to the next step. So you see I got it done like that. And I suggest you guys get a crock pot if you don't already have one. Even if you do have one, you might have that old school with the timer, that you turn the little twist dial. It's best to get one that when this is finished, it sets itself to warm. That's what I like about this right here, or these type of crock pots. So let's start it, and I'll see you guys in 2 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Look at the juices that it produced. You already know, because I know a lot of you guys already know how to make one of these glazed hams. We're gonna take that juice, we're gonna mix it, and then we're gonna boil it, and then we're gonna put that back on here. So now, right now we got a challenge. We gotta get this out of here. Once we get it out, we'll go ahead and put it in this pan, and then we'll work on the next step. Okay, you can see I got it out. Look, it's gonna be nice, moist. You know, it's gonna be hard to like, it's gonna be a challenge getting it out. I'm not gonna lie to you, but once you get it out, look right here. You can see that I took it out with just two wooden spoons and just got it out. I flipped it over, put it on the side, and I picked it up. This right here is ready to go into the oven. Now, let me go ahead and move to the next step so I can show you guys just how easy this is and what to do next. Now, you see all of this here, right? I'm gonna make it real simple. I'm gonna use this term dump and go, and that's what I mean. Look, sugar and the rest of your ingredients. You just want to get it all in here, look, and grab yourself a whisk, and then you just want to make sure that you mixed everything, thoroughly. Okay, look, I want to make sure I said this and make sure you guys know this. Listen, we don't want to discard the juices that came from the ham, right? This is what you want because we got a purpose for this later. All right, now we're going to take, this was our little Thanksgiving holiday mix. So I'm going to just use my hand like this. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go ahead and just sprinkle it over here on the top, just like you guys see. I wanna get it all over. Now you wanna keep one hand, you want that to be, that'd be your dry side. You got it? You see me putting it all in everywhere. Now, this would be a perfect time for you to go ahead and heat your oven up, right? You wanna heat your oven up, you wanna put it on broil. So when I say broil, I mean 525. We got to put some heat in there. We're going to cook this on here just a little bit, just for a little while, just to get it going. Oh, man. But I'm going to say this is good. Give it a little sprinkle on the front. Now that we have that, now my oven is up to temp. We have 525 degrees. I'm going to stick this in there, and we're going to watch it. We just want it to bubble just a little bit, right? From that heat, we're going to caramelize some of this sugar on top, and then we're going to take it out, and then we're going to move to that. Hey, this is the ooh-wee step after this. So after you washed it, you can see it starting to glaze inside of there. And then when you take it out, it should look like that. Now you see that darker edge right there? That's when it starts to caramelize and almost, starting to burn, right? So after that, then what you want to do is you want to take your sugar mix with all your ingredients, right? And you want to take, that's why we save it, because you want to add some of them ham juices to it. Really, it should only be about 3 tablespoons. That was a little bit more. You're going to see why. I'll tell you that's a little bit more. So once you bring it up to temp, you get the heat underneath it. You want to keep it moving like you make it gravy. Keep whisking it, but you see, once it starts to boil, it does that right there. Now, it would have thickened up a little bit better without so much of that foam like on the top, had I had not put so much of the ham juice in there. But now, this part right here, you guys can do whatever. You see, I started off using that baster, and now I went ahead